Yeah. What has been the most satisfying thing that has happened in these past few months of rehearsal?
Just the fact that we've been able to get together. It's lovely dancing here outside. Just for Danny to offer his space for us has been really amazing. When I talk to other people in the dance community, and they are like flabbergasted that people are actually still rehearsing. So I think it's wonderful that we made the decision to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I think the most satisfying part for me has been the camaraderie aspect.
I'm gonna just take these off and put a regular t-shirt.
You're gonna take off your pants?
Because that's what I did last week.
Michael, it's been too long, darling. Go take off your pants.
Getting to be with people that I love, especially outside, doing something that I love in a setting that feels safe and beautiful and supported.
The most satisfying part of being with DLD has been looking at the movement in a whole new way, given this whole new COVID-19 environment. Spatially, we were always very close to each other, which we can't do now, and that has really informed the work. Secondly, the isolation that people feel today during COVID-19 is really being brought forth with the from the Farallon Islands, because that's really what they felt as well. Mm-hmm. And so there's this real keen parallel between what's happening then and what's happening now.
What has been the most challenging part of working with DLD within COVID parameters?
Not being able to partner with people is probably the hardest part. I show a lot of affection through touch, so not hugging anyone I think is the hardest part.
I think for me what's been challenging is that we haven't been really sure if what we're doing is working toward another show or experimenting with water or with different elements and just playing with the choreography or creating a video. I'm never quite sure if I'm performing because I'm on video, or if I'm just experimenting and working, or if I'm working toward a show and really trying to remember it, if I'm just... So I think that's been hard. Today, we decided we're going to have a showing next week, and everything just kind of went, okay, now we know how to do that. We're going to clean, we're going to figure it out, that's what we're doing. So I think that's been challenging for me, not knowing what process we're in exactly.
I think that trying to keep parts of the, trying to keep parts of the old theme, because one thing that Dana talked about was we're not going to make it about COVID, you know what I mean? So we're not trying to, make it about COVID, but really trying to be authentic to the original ideas as well. So.
How has your approach changed working with this material?
I think my approach to this material during these new rehearsals has been to just be less precious about everything, because it's all going to change no matter what. And with myself, with everybody, just letting it be something new every time we do it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I love what we're doing. I mean, we're still collaborating. We're such a collaborative group of people, and now that we can't touch each other, we are having to adjust how we approach the material and recreate. Oh, it's so beautiful. Hello. Recreate movement and find different ways to do it, which is very satisfying, actually.
What's changed in how I approach this material, similar to what I said in the first question, is that the sense of isolation is very keen and apparent now. The tenacity of the people and the tenacity that is required now just to navigating COVID-19 have a real deep parallel. And, finally just no class, we're all taking class virtually, and so our routines have all been, thrown right out of whack, and coming back to a rehearsal schedule that is very much a routine like we did before, kind of navigating that kind of sense of unfamiliarity.
I think the approach changed for, I think, a lot of us when we moved away from we're getting ready to finish a piece and perform it for 4 nights on a proscenium, and then maybe do it again somewhere else, go somewhere else. But a lot of the times we do a lot of work and it's just for some final thing. And this is actually a little bit more interesting, where we had the idea, well, we're going to explore it in different ways, and we're going to keep exploring it, and we'll do it in nature, and some of the stuff which I wasn't able to be there but was actually done in water, and all the video project part that you're doing, and I'm putting that up. So it's expanded the ways in which we can present the work and to keep doing it. So that's been really good.
What part are you most proud of?
The dancers, for sure. They're amazing. They show up, they're ready to work, they're ready to problem solve. They still have levity even with everything that's going on and the stresses of health or finances or school. They still keep showing up, and that's just been amazing.
Our ability as a group to still find a way to come together. We kind of joke internally that we're we have always had to be very flexible. We've been on several international tours that we've always called the Plan B tour, because things go wrong and we've had to adjust. And so our ability to adapt to weird, unique situations and still make art and make things happen is really...
That's what I'm really proud of the team. I'm proud of Dana, and I'm proud of the company and our ability to, okay, what do we need to do? But let's do it, let's get it done. And I'm proud of you, Henry, for doing this with us.
Thank you.
I'm really proud of everyone. I think I'm proud of the process. I'm proud of the team. I'm proud of a lot of things. It's hard to say.
Of course.
So, yeah.
What do you think, a highlight, main highlight of this has been?
That's a good question, because I have so many highlights. I think the whole process has been... Okay, well, I'll have to make it personal. Mm-hmm. So for me, I know during the COVID season, it's kind of, I'm an introvert, so I interact the least amount of time that I have to with people. And so I think that, our coming together with a team sort of creates a community that, allows each other to be what they need to be during this time.
Because what I feel happens in the group when there's so many of us is there's that we've messed it up so many times that we're just afraid we're going to mess it up. And I think it's just, there's enough canon in this section that if it winds up being slightly canon, it'll be fine. You just have to make sure Colin doesn't run into anybody. He's our number one.
Really? So the highlight is the ability to come, be a part of the group, and just be. Mm-hmm. Be in a community, being yourself with all the things that are going on in the world. I know for me, there's so much going on right now with Black Lives Matter and all of that. I've had team members call me outside of the rehearsals and really just kind of check in with me. So I'm able to come to rehearsal, be who I need to be, and then outside of rehearsals have those important conversations as well. I think that's important. Yeah. So
I don't think it's happened yet. I'm really excited. On Saturday, October 3rd, we're going to open to the community to have people come and watch the things that we have been working on. It's been really great to share the vlogs that Henry has done and get feedback virtually, but dance is a live art form and it really lives and breathes when there's an audience. So I think that's the part I'm going to be most excited about, which hasn't happened yet.